As we grow older, one habit that quietly affects our health more than we realize is spending too much time sitting and avoiding movement. A sedentary lifestyle can slowly weaken the body, even if it feels comfortable in the moment. Many seniors begin to spend long hours sitting in a chair watching television, reading, or simply resting without noticing how little their body is actually moving throughout the day. At first, this may seem harmless, but over time, the lack of movement can reduce muscle strength, stiffen joints, and slow down the body's natural energy. It is understandable that after decades of working, raising families, and handling responsibilities, many people feel they deserve a slower pace of life. Rest is certainly important, but when rest turns into long periods of inactivity, it can start to affect overall health. The human body was designed to stay active, and regular movement keeps the heart strong, improves circulation, and maintains flexibility in the muscles and joints. When movement disappears from daily life, the body gradually begins to lose its resilience. Consider the example of a 70-year-old man named Thomas. Instead of spending the entire day sitting, he has developed a simple routine. Every hour, he stands up, stretches his legs, and walks around his home for a few minutes. Sometimes he walks outside to check the garden, or simply moves from one room to another. These small actions may seem insignificant, but over time, they help keep his body active and prevent stiffness from setting in. Staying active does not mean pushing yourself into exhausting workouts or intense exercise routines. In fact, small and consistent movements are often more beneficial for long-term health. Walking around the house, doing light chores, gardening, or even gentle stretching can help maintain balance and strength as the years go by. People who continue to move regularly throughout the day often maintain better mobility and independence well into their later years. If you find yourself sitting in one place for most of the day without much movement, it may be time to introduce small bursts of activity into your routine. Even a few minutes of movement every hour can make a powerful difference in protecting your health and supporting a longer, stronger life. As people grow older, another habit that can quietly affect their health and longevity is social isolation. Human beings are naturally connected to one another, and meaningful relationships play a powerful role in maintaining emotional and mental well-being. However, many seniors slowly begin to withdraw from social activities and spend more time alone. Sometimes this happens because friends move away, family members become busy, or health challenges make it harder to go out and meet people. Over time, this distance from others can lead to loneliness, which can affect both the mind and the body. Medical experts often emphasize that strong social connections are linked to longer and healthier lives. Regular interaction with others keeps the brain active, improves mood, and provides a sense of belonging and purpose. When people talk, laugh, and share experiences together, it stimulates the mind and creates positive emotional energy. Without these connections, individuals may begin to feel isolated, which can increase feelings of sadness, stress, or even depression. Consider the story of Linda, a 75-year-old woman who understands the importance of staying connected. Every week, she visits her local library. While she enjoys reading books, the real benefit comes from the small conversations she has with the staff and other visitors. She greets familiar faces, exchanges a few friendly words, and sometimes discusses the books she is reading. These simple interactions help her stay mentally engaged and emotionally uplifted. Social activity does not have to involve large gatherings or complicated plans. Even small gestures can make a meaningful difference. Calling a friend, chatting with a neighbor, joining a community group, or attending a local event can bring warmth and connection into daily life. These moments remind us that we are part of a larger community and that our presence matters. Maintaining relationships also helps keep the mind sharp. Conversations encourage thinking, memory, and emotional awareness. People who remain socially active often show stronger cognitive health and greater life satisfaction. Making the effort to stay connected is not just about avoiding loneliness, it is about nurturing a sense of purpose and joy in everyday life. If you notice that you are spending most of your days alone without interacting with others, it might be time to gently rebuild those connections. Reaching out to someone, even for a short conversation, can brighten your day and support a healthier, longer life. As we move through the later stages of life, another habit that can quietly affect our health is living with constant stress and worry. Many people carry concerns in their minds every day, sometimes without realizing how deeply those thoughts influence their physical well-being. Occasional stress is a natural part of life, but when worry becomes a daily pattern, it can slowly place a heavy burden on the body. When a person is under constant stress, the body releases hormones such as cortisol. In small amounts, these hormones are helpful because they prepare the body to respond to challenges. However, when stress continues for long periods, high levels of these hormones can begin to harm the body. They may raise blood pressure, weaken the immune system, disturb sleep, and drain a person's energy. Over time, this constant tension can make it harder for the body to stay strong and resilient. For many older adults, worries often revolve around things like health concerns, financial security, family matters, or events happening in the world. Some people find themselves repeatedly thinking about past mistakes or imagining problems that may never happen. These thoughts can create a cycle where the mind rarely gets a chance to rest. Learning how to manage stress can make a powerful difference in overall health. Simple practices that calm the mind can help the body recover from the effects of anxiety. Spending quiet time outdoors, practicing slow breathing, listening to calming music, or enjoying a peaceful morning routine can gradually lower stress levels and bring a sense of balance. Consider the story of Charles, an 82-year-old man who once worried about nearly everything in his life. He often stayed awake at night thinking about money, the weather, or things he could not control. One day he realized that his constant worrying was taking away the joy from his remaining years. Instead of focusing on fear, he began practicing gratitude each morning and reminding himself of the good things still present in his life. Over time, he noticed real changes. His mood improved, he felt calmer, and even his blood pressure began to stabilize. He also discovered that he had more energy to spend with his grandchildren and enjoy the simple moments of life. Letting go of unnecessary worry does not mean ignoring responsibilities. It simply means learning to accept what cannot be controlled and focusing more on peace and appreciation. A calm and balanced mind allows the body to function more efficiently, helping you preserve both your health and your happiness as the years go by. As we grow older, sleep becomes one of the most important factors for maintaining good health, yet it is often overlooked. Many people believe that aging naturally means needing less sleep, but medical experts continue to emphasize that older adults still require about 7 to 8 hours of quality rest each night. Sleep is not simply a time when the body shuts down. In reality, it is when many essential processes take place that help restore strength and balance within the body. During deep sleep, the body repairs tissues, strengthens the immune system, and restores energy levels. The brain also uses this time to process memories, clear out toxins, and prepare for the next day. When sleep is poor or interrupted, these important functions cannot occur properly. Over time, lack of quality sleep can lead to fatigue, reduced concentration, mood changes, and a weaker immune system. Many seniors develop poor sleep habits without realizing it. Staying up late watching television, using phones or tablets before bed, or sleeping in rooms that are too bright or noisy can interfere with the body's natural sleep cycle. Even irregular sleep schedules, going to bed at different times each night, can confuse the body's internal clock. For example, consider Margaret, a 65-year-old woman who struggled with restless nights for years. She often stayed up late scrolling through her phone or watching television, and she frequently woke up feeling tired and unfocused the next morning. Eventually, she realized that her evening habits were preventing her from getting the rest her body truly needed. Margaret decided to make a few simple changes. Every night at 9 p.m., she turns off all electronic devices and spends some quiet time reading a book. She keeps her bedroom calm, comfortable, and free from bright lights. Within a few weeks, her sleep improved dramatically. She began waking up early, feeling refreshed and full of energy. Her friends even noticed that she looked healthier and more vibrant. Good sleep habits are a powerful form of self-care. Creating a consistent bedtime routine, limiting screen time before sleep, and maintaining a quiet and comfortable sleeping environment can greatly improve the quality of rest. When the body receives the sleep it needs, it functions more efficiently, allowing you to enjoy your days with greater clarity, energy, and vitality. Another habit that can have a major impact on how long and how well we live is the regular consumption of highly processed foods. In today's fast-paced world, many people rely on packaged snacks, sugary drinks, and convenience meals because they're quick and easy. While these foods may taste good and save time, they often contain large amounts of sugar, unhealthy fats, salt, and artificial ingredients, while lacking the essential nutrients the body needs to stay strong. As we age, our bodies require even more care and proper nourishment. Nutrient-rich foods help maintain muscle strength, support the immune system, and keep the heart and brain functioning properly. When a person regularly eats processed foods, the body may not receive the vitamins, minerals, and natural nutrients necessary for long-term health. Over time, this can contribute to fatigue, weight gain, inflammation, and a higher risk of chronic health conditions. Choosing healthier foods does not require complicated diets or strict restrictions. In many cases, it simply means returning to natural, wholesome ingredients. Fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and plenty of water can provide the body with the nourishment it needs to stay energized and resilient. Home-cooked meals made from simple ingredients often contain far more nutritional value than heavily processed foods. Consider the example of Richard, a 78-year-old man who decided to make a change in his eating habits. For years, he enjoyed sugary drinks and packaged snacks because they were convenient. However, he began to notice that he often felt tired and experienced joint discomfort. After speaking with his doctor, he decided to reduce processed foods and replace them with healthier choices. Richard started drinking more water and eating fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. At first, the change felt small, but over time, he began to notice significant improvements. His energy levels increased, his joints felt less stiff, and he found himself feeling more active throughout the day. Even his friends commented that he seemed more vibrant than before. What we choose to eat every day sends a message to our bodies. Nutritious foods support healing, strength, and long-term vitality. By reducing processed foods and focusing on natural, balanced meals, we give ourselves a much better chance of living a long and healthy life. Even small changes in diet can lead to meaningful improvements that help us feel stronger and more energized as the years go by.